So I'm not gonna lie. I've been staring at this beer for a while, so let's just get into it.
It's like right in front of us. Like, yeah.
Shake it up. You know how that goes.
Don't shake it. You have to shake it.
You know, the
Can
regular
you shake
cans, the regular cans you do. Now the beer ones, I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, I shake this.
I mean, I shake my teas. Now we be all right.
All right.
ASMR. Before I take my first sip.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Oi, mate. Oh, we classy, yeah?
Welcome to Tea Time.
the English comes out with a little tea.
Welcome to Tea Time, not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, like, hey, why didn't I get an Arizona Hard Iced Tea when I came on Tea Time? Well, listen, let me just put it this way. You didn't ask. You didn't ask, you know, because, like, respectfully, Arie here was like, I'll take original, but they also make it in the alcoholic form.
They also make it hard. That's
yeah, hard, yep. And I was like, heard that.
But yeah, it's Arizona hard.
So that's why we are drinking a hard today, and it's a Friday night, so fuck it. Drew, thank you for being the cameraman of the day.
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Yes.
Holding it down, you know, with some friends, and you know, it was honestly a little bit of a tough week for me. All right, and I'm just gonna like be very transparent on this tea time.
Okay.
And just, you know, let people know what's going on. So like, I'm essentially stressed out a lot. Okay, but like, all right, let me just put it this way: I'm a mess internally, but externally, I'm keeping it all together. I'm fucking solid as a rock. Like I'm just chilling. Like, but for the first time in my life, I think I finally got overwhelmed. I think it finally happened to me where people talk about that break, you know, self-speeding so fast, you know, with a blindfold on, eventually, you know, you're going to crash, you know, shout out Mac.
Yes.
But that's how I felt yesterday, in the sauna. I was at the gym, and, you know, gym's supposed to be therapeutic, right? And it's supposed to be, you know, therapeutic, but it was Thursday. So for those of you who know, Thursday is podcast prep day. I'm prepping all the podcasts. I'm getting everything ready for release. Granted, I got invited to go hang out with some friends, and I really needed to be surrounded by friends because I just wasn't feeling like myself. You know what I mean? So this is what happened. I'm in the sauna, and I'm just staring into the abyss, trying to control my breathing. And then one thought came in, right? And then I was on that thought for a minute, and then quickly after, multiple thoughts came flooding in, and it just like, it really felt like my head was getting fucking jammed.
They call that intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. But it was all along the lines of what I needed to get done.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
You know, it was more so like, okay, I have this to do today, I have that to do tomorrow, I have this to do Saturday, and I have that to do on Sunday. And I can't even think about, damn, when the fuck am I going to be able to take it easy? You know, just take a moment.
Yeah.
And no, like, usually I can just, all right, one thing at a time, we'll get through. But yesterday, I'm not going to lie, it just like, Arizona is my staring point right now. I was just, the one thought came in, and then all of the other ones came in, and my eyes just like, I felt them like just, fuck. And it was like, it was surreal. It was very surreal because I'm not like that, you know. I can, as I said, internally I'm a mess, but externally I try to keep it together. And it's not because I'm not trying to put a facade or anything like that. Right. It's just I know I'm not like detrimental, like in some shit. Like I'm okay. Like I can push through. But yesterday was a new experience for me.
Well, I mean, you're human, you know, and let's kudos to you for actually giving a fuck about your life and the things that you have to do and come through. You know what I'm saying? Like most shit probably wouldn't even be on the bandwagon or, you know, be where it's at if it wasn't for you and how you care, you know? For me, when I get intrusive thoughts, I get it. As soon as I wake up, it's like, oh, here you go. Oh, you got to get up. Oh, you got to, what you gonna do? You gonna wash your face? Oh, what you gonna do? You gonna brush your teeth? What you gonna do? What are you doing today? And I'll be like, wait a minute, hold up. I know what I'm doing today. Where did you come from? I wrote it down. And even if I didn't write it down, I know what I'm supposed to do today. I woke up. Thank you. Like you gotta punch it in the nose, you know?
You gotta put a halt to it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it happened so fast.
That's evil, yo.
It happened so fast. And like, I know this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but like for some reason my mind in that moment went black.
Okay.
That's it. Like I could still see and everything, but my mind went black. It said, poop, you're done. Beep. Deadline. Flatline. It said, beep. You're fucking done, bro.
It sounds like your body's natural responses definitely just said, okay, no, fuck that.
It said, yo, get the scatter. It's gone. Beep.
But
brain dead.
you were also in the sauna, and I don't know if you were drinking water.
I was.
Okay, good. When you deplete your body of water like that, and you're sweating all the toxins out, and then you're thinking about your weekend, and you know, like it's like you're going through a detox almost, you know. So like the thoughts are there, your skin's open, your pores is open. It's like you know. But kudos to you for even making it to the sauna. You know, to have these crazy thoughts. Yeah. Because you can't go crazy in a sauna, right? They got hot stones over there in the corner, stuff sizzling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, snap out. Hold up. Let me snap out of it. All right. You know, it's okay. It's a couple more minutes in this bitch, and then I'm back to it.
You know, so with that being said, it's kind of crazy because, okay, here's another crazy. The universe, it works in the universe is alive in my eyes. 110% the universe is alive. And the reason I say that is because I am battling, you know, just thoughts about the support system that I have from my OG friends. Okay.
That's
Drew,
right.
We had a podcast. I was looking at my reels today. And if you look at my photos and everything, if you look at my page layout, there's 4 different photos, right? Wednesday's usually the Who's Next. Friday's a post. So I know that the first 2 are usually those, right? But then Monday and Tuesday are I don't know what the reel is, but I know I made it, right?
Okay.
So I clicked on a reel, and the reel was the Monday reel, just so happened to be Drew's Monday reel.
Okay.
And it was the one where I sampled where you said, build the business and you'll find out like something about your friends. Like clients would be
Become a friend quicker than a friend become a client.
Exactly.
Right?
A client will become a friend quicker than a friend will become a client. And right when I said that, you know, you said in the podcast, you were like, that's absolutely correct. That is right.
Yeah.
And I'm experiencing that right now.
Okay.
And like I talked to my buddies, my 2 friends who are the OGs, and, you know, the ones suggested, yo, you got to come down here on Saturday and chill with us and, you know, get grounded and stuff like that. And I said, you see, that's the problem, bro. It said, I got to make the move in order for the move to happen. I'm like, I don't feel like you guys are making a move towards me. And it's even with the fucking phones on it, for real. Like, I mean, you know, that's as corny as that sounds, you know, blah, shit
respect.
like that.
I hear
but
you.
it's like, and I told him, I'm like, listen, bro, I'm not asking you to fucking hang out with me every day. But if you want to come up on a Tuesday to Scranton and grab some dinner, let's do it. Like, I would love that, you know, but I don't have that with my OG friends. I have a better shot of going to a ball game with Drew, who I just met a few months ago, as compared to going to, you know, a vacation with my OG friends. Like, what? Like, that shit.
Well, put it like this. If y'all go on a trip and one of your OG friends happens to be there and they ask who Drew is, you say, well, he's one of my guys. Like, like you are. He just happens to be more around. You know, I would like for you to be around as well. But, you know, how you operate and move, maybe right now it's not, you know, a match for you, you know, or whatever. It's like sometimes people do stuff to get a rise out of you to see what you gonna do. But no matter what, you still have to deliver. You still have a job. You still have things to do and actually like be like, okay, no, this is me. This is how I do. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. The issue, I think, is communication. Is when people when you try to do too much, you know, and you don't pace yourself. And then you just like, fuck it, I'm not going to do nothing. Like, for you to sit there and think about what's going on shows how much you care. And then to connect the friends that you know would normally be there to help you make this come into fruition, they're not around, and that's okay. Fuck them. We got more friends. We find more friends.
It's so unique, and it's mind-boggling. You know, shout out Gus the Savage, shout out Drew, shout out Methadonics. You know, on a for real, those are people who I've had interviews with, and you know, we've built a relationship after the interview, and even Nick Runza. You know, just. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on today? You know, like, do you want to get together? Maybe, you know, shoot the shit and do this and that and the third.
Okay.
You know, and I appreciate that, bro. And it's crazy because the clients are becoming friends, you know, more than
Yeah.
It's just about, I feel like, you know, people putting an initiative. I've been in that boat, you know, having friends. I used to hang out with them every day. They're always on the side. And then,
I'm gonna turn up your mic real quick.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah, totally. I'm also probably not speaking directly in. But
Go ahead.
yeah, you have those people, they don't have that initiative to hit you up because you're
Right.
the one that's always doing it. I've lost friends because I simply just stopped hitting them up. I
Yeah.
was always the one
It hurts,
initiating.
man. While you're doing
does,
it, though.
man.
Yeah.
It definitely
Yeah.
does. But you know what? That's when, you just gotta pick your own journey.
Yeah. Push it.
It hurts because it's like, damn, it's like, I wish they would take that initiative. I wish they would take that initiative to come in and just swing the text,
Put them in your
but
prayers.
that's what happens. That's what
They
happens.
always come back later.
Yeah.
They always come back
But
later.
they're not allowed to complain because when you had them in their best or when you had them in the best interest of what's going on, whatever, it's like they should have came through, and if not,
When
then-
you made the bed, they come and they try to sleep in it.
yeah, but then they mess it up, and then they want you to fix it. Like,
Exactly.
nah. I make my bed every day, like out of like that's mental health for me. I made my bed. That's half the battle. Like,
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you become a creator. That's what happens when you guys just said it. You make the bed.
successful.
Yeah, you make the bed, and then they want to come and my one friend deterred, and he said, "Dude, it's because they're fucking hating on you." He was like,
Politely speaking,
he
yes.
was like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but they're hating on you.
And I'm
Yeah,
glad you said
totally.
that, too.
Like,
I
you
don't
never
think-
want to think that.
I don't think it's too much of hatred. I think it's a lot of envy. They knew you. They knew who you were. They knew who you are, and they were around you. And they thought they knew what you were capable of. And so
And you
when
proved them
you started
wrong.
making moves, you started making motion, you started improving yourself, your character, your being. Some people just don't like that. It reminds them of what they aren't doing. And
Right.
that's not every case, but that's a lot that
It
I've
could be a
noticed.
case. Yep,
Oof.
very much so.
Ooh.
And with that being said, I want to refer to this book here. Okay, shout out Dan, the Renaissance man. Okay,
Oh,
he-
nice.
or Renaissance Dan the man. Excuse me. He came on the show, and he's such a brilliant individual. But he was like, I'm reading this book called The Creative Act: The Way of Being by Rick Rubin. And he told me it's one of those books that you don't read page after page after page. You read an excerpt, and you can either take something from it or not get anything from it at all. So I've been doing it as he was doing, which is read one a day, and it's like 4 or 5 pages at best. You're reading a statement about a topic for 4 to 5, and then that's it. And even Rick Rubin says, like, I'm no psychologist, I'm no therapist. This is just my journal, my entries, and you may gather something from this, and you may not gather something from this. So obviously, take it with a grain of salt. So the Creative Act: The Way of Being. Today's excerpt was about the source of creativity. Okay, the source of creativity, and I think it's really well said. Or excuse me, yeah, the source of creativity. It first starts off with, we begin with everything seen, everything done, everything thought, everything felt, everything imagined, everything forgotten, and everything that rests unspoken and unthought within us. Okay. Then he goes and explains the source of the material, which is usually out. It's not within. The source of your material is usually from outside. Okay. And then he goes to put it like this.
Dang.
It may be helpful to think of a source as a cloud. Okay.
Okay.
Clouds never truly disappear. They change form. They turn into rain, become a part of the ocean, and then evaporate and return to being clouds. The same is true of art. Art is circulation of energetic ideas. What makes them appear new is that they combine differently each time they come back. No two clouds are the same. This is why when you are struck by a new piece of art, it can resonate on a deeper level. Perhaps this is familiar, coming back to us in an unfamiliar form. Or maybe it is something unknown that we didn't realize we were looking for, a missing piece in a puzzle that has no end. And I've read that multiple times, that last statement. Or maybe it is something unknown that we didn't realize we were looking for, a missing piece in a puzzle that has no end, right? This journey that we're on, this journey as creators, right?
Yeah.
There is no end, realistically. There's goals. There's goals. But I'll never be done being a fantastic podcaster.
That's right. Damn straight. That's right. As you should.
I'm just going to have to, and I just can't. I won't be able to stop. There is no end, and you're trying to find that missing piece that probably doesn't even exist.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
Crazy. Source of creativity.
Yeah.
And then this is where it really hit me, okay? Because I was, I tend, as most creators do, we second guess ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. Are we doing enough? Did we think we'd make it this far? We have this accolade, and now that it's here, are we really gonna enjoy it as much as we really thought we were gonna? Right. Because we're already here. Like, I don't know. Let's just say episode 50, that was an accolade. Episode 100 coming up, that's gonna be an accolade. So on and so forth. And it's like, do you really enjoy it as much as you thought you did in the moment, right? So I'm gonna just read this real quick, right? Turning something from an idea into a reality can make it seem smaller. I was like, motherfucker. It changes from unearthly to earthly, okay? The imagination has no limits. The physical world does. The work exists in both.
Oh, Lord. That's yeah. That's valid as fuck. I don't even know what to say about
because
that.
The biggest thing is right there, like, I dreamt about getting to episode 93, episode 100. I'm here doing it.
Yeah.
And I just told you guys that I'm fucking falling apart internally. Like, I'm a mess internally.
Yeah. But you accomplished the goal. Let it be. You're allowed to breathe. You're allowed to fuck up. You're allowed to do. You could cry and snot out your nose right now. Like, you are still loved and you're still fire. Like, you come into work every day. You do the best that you can. Some podcaster, but whoever you talk to may not be as great as you would like, but the job is done. And it's a blessing to keep doing it like every day. Of course, you're gonna hit a point in your life or in your brain where you're like, damn, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. How is this? Don't worry. You don't need to worry. Let them do the worry.
I thought it would have been like, I thought it would have been a lot more at this point. I thought we would have been further ahead.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The goal just seems smaller now because you've done it.
Yeah.
And you put it into the earth, and because it came from the source, it came from that cloud, that idea that was so immaculate, so great that you needed to do it. And then when you did it, it's like,
that's it. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. What's next? And it's like,
give me more.
Yeah. You don't want to bathe in that. As much as you plan to bathe in that success in that moment, sometimes you just can't.
No, yeah. You gotta do, but don't forget to do one of these.
Yeah.
And then keep it going.
But with that being said, I appreciate you taking the time and hearing me out. Drew, you as well.
Right.
I needed to get that off my chest. I wanted to speak out loud on that matter.
Right.
Just mentally,
Yes, men's mental health. That's right, bitch. It's a wonderful thing.
That's
I think everyone should get with it.
Everybody's mental health, though.
It's okay to not be okay, but we okay.
We're all human.
For real.
With that being said, I appreciate the both of you for being here today. I appreciate you all for watching Tea Time. Not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Ice.
We gonna get Arizona watch. We gonna get Arizona.
So here's a plan, right? Real quick, here's a plan.
Okay.
I want to go to the brewery in Brooklyn. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
And with that being said,